Hey guys, welcome back. Mike here, and I want to just kind of give you a brief overview. We've been getting some questions about the new tracking feature. So we're going to go to Send Email, Sent Emails. And again, now this is in beta right now. We're just testing this out. We figured we'd release it a little bit early so we could get some feedback from you guys. So you could let us know what you think about it, some things you want improved, some of the problems you may be seeing with it. But I am personally really excited about this feature. It makes tracking your results at each site that you're promoting through a breeze, and it really gives you a real simple way to measure your results and to modify the campaigns that you're sending out to specific list builders, because each audience is going to react differently to certain things. So this gives you the opportunity to very quickly and easily, with no additional effort on your part, see what's working where and then modify your approach so that you can get better results at each site you're promoting to. So let me just give you a brief overview of how this works. So basically this is the page where you see your sent emails. If you click on these, it'll open that email up in a new window so that you can resend it if you want to. But there's two new buttons you'll notice over here. This allows you to delete the email so you can keep things organized and just get rid of the ones that you don't want there cluttering things up. And then this button right here allows you to see your statistics for each email. You'll notice right away this tells you exactly how many members it was sent to total through all of the list builders. This tells you how many clicks you generated altogether for this email that was sent on this date, and then your overall click-through rate, your overall results for that. So you can see we've been trying different things, and this is just a test account that we use. But like this one, for instance, different emails range from 1% to 4.2% on a click-through rate. We haven't been tracking any conversions yet because, like I said, we're just getting this online. But let me explain how the conversion tracking works first, and then we'll go in and look at some of these statistics. So basically, the way the tracking works is when you set up an email from your, when you go to Compose Email and you're setting up your email, you put in your subject, your URL, and your message body. What's going to happen when you hit send, you select what sites you want to send it out to, and then when you hit send, we are going to take the link that you put in your URL and we're going to basically modify that link so that we can track it everywhere that it goes. And that allows us to report back to you what kind of results you got at each individual site, because we track it to each program that you're a member of and each one you send out to. So that way when you come back here, you can click on the statistics button and you'll get stats that show you what sites it was sent to, how many people it reached, how many clicks you got at each site, and your average click-through rate. Then you'll be able to measure your opt-in data. Now again, this is a pop-up window that pops up here. You'll be able to measure your opt-in data, your sales data, and other data depending on what stuff you set it up to track. And let me show you. Let me just close this. Show you how easy that is. So we automatically click the number of. We automatically calculate the total number of people sent to at each site. We calculate the number of clicks you got at each site and give you an automatic calculation of your click-through rate. You can also choose, if you're promoting through your own site, you can choose to track opt-ins, sales, or other. If you have something other than an opt-in or sale that you want to track, this will give you the opportunity to track that as well. Now, if you're first thing you'd want to do is give this a name. So let's say this was a new squeeze test, and you want to track opt-in. So you would just name it here, and you would be more specific in this area here, so that you would be able to remember what it was for. But then you would just hit save. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you this piece of code right here. And this is an opt-in. So in this case, we would copy this code, right-click, copy, and we would put this code on our conversion page for an opt-in. So that means on our website, the page that people land on immediately after opting into our list, we would want to put this section of code. And we would want to put it right before the closing body tag. You can see those notes here. Pretty much anywhere between the body tags will work. I recommend putting it right before the closing body tag. That way it doesn't interfere with anything else, any other code you may have on your page. We've tested this against almost every other type of code you're going to see on your page that we could think of to make sure that it works properly. So it's pretty well tested, but there's a lot of different scripts and stuff out there that people are using and trying. So you may run into a conflict. We haven't yet, and we've tested this pretty substantially. So, but if you do run into any problems at all, certainly let us know, and we will look into that for you as well. But basically, so you take this, you put it on your conversion page, which in this case is for an opt-in, so it would be the page that people see after opting into our list. And then what happens is when we send out your email and we track that, when they land on that page, it's going to signal back to TrafficZipper that you just made a conversion or you just had an opt-in, and it will register that in the reports. So when that happens, and you come back here, you go to your stats, and you go down to your opt-in data table, it would register whatever site you got an opt-in from. It would register that in this table. So you'll be able to see exactly where all of your leads are coming from, which sites are generating those leads for you. You may find some with a really high opt-in rate, and that means that your message is working really well on that site to get people to convert. You may find that some are really low, and if you test this a couple of times, you may find that you want to modify the campaign that you're sending out to those specific programs to try to boost that rate, because again, different sites sometimes react differently to different messages. So that's one thing to consider, and this will allow you to track that very easily. Now, same thing with sales. Say you wanted to track a sale, you would put in the name of it, so new sale from system A, let's just call it system A. And again, you'd want to be more specific so you could track this yourself. And it depends on how many different systems you're tracking as to how specific you need to be. If you only have one sales system that you're working with right now, then you don't have to get too technical about using different things. But if you're promoting like 5 or 6 different programs on your site, then you'll want to get more specific. So we gave it the name, we put it for a sale, and we're going to put the price here. So let's say it's $7, and then we'll save that. And you'll see you get a new piece of code here. You've got a new conversion tracking code piece here, new sale from System A. It's a sale, and the value is $7. So again, you would take this piece of code, this new piece of code, you got right-click copy, and you would put this on the page that people see after purchasing your $7 product. And then when you mail out through TrafficZipper, it's going to tell you exactly where those sales came from. But again, so this would go on the page that people see after purchasing your product. And you can set this for any dollar amount. If you have multiple products with different dollar amounts, you would just make a new conversion tracking code for each system. And then when you come back in, you look at your email stats, you're going to go down to the sales data table, and it'll tell you exactly which site generated those sales for you. It'll give you the conversion percentage, and then it will tell you exactly how much you earned from each campaign that you sent out on this specific email. And you can check that for each email that you send out. So this really, really allows you to monitor the results you're getting. We recommend, of course, you upgrade at these sites so that you can get better results faster and that you can mail more people quicker. And when you do that, you want to be able to track the results you're getting so you can make sure your campaigns are as profitable as possible, and you can see how quickly you're getting your return on investment back. So very, 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 very cool stuff. Something I'm really, really excited about. Usually, the old school way, you had to go out and set up a new tracking link for each site that you wanted to send out to, and then you had to monitor each of those links. You don't have to do that anymore. TrafficZipper does it for you all automatically on autopilot. And then other is if it's not an opt-in, it's not a sale, and you just it's an other. So you would use an appropriate name here so that you could track that easily. And then same thing, just put that code on whatever page it is that would be the conversion page for your members. Now keep in mind these conversion tracking stats will only work if it's on your own website and you have control over the conversion pages, and you can put this code on them. Now, if you're promoting affiliate products or things along those lines, you could try to ask your affiliate partner to put these codes on the conversion pages for you. But that's usually a little more difficult to get done. But this is primarily for if you have your own website and you want to track conversions on that. We make it super, super simple to do that. And once that conversion code is on that page once, you don't have to do it again for, it's there. So whenever you send out an email promotion and you're driving to a system that goes to that landing or to that conversion page, the code's already there. You don't have to add it more than once or every time you email. You just have to put the code on that conversion page that one time. And then it'll monitor it for all different emails, and you'll get all of the data that you really need. So that's really all there is to it. And keep in mind, if you don't have control over the program and you're doing an affiliate promotion, this still provides some really incredibly valuable data for you as far as showing you how many people it was sent to, how many clicks you got at each site, and what your click-through rate is from each program. So very, very valuable stuff here. even if you're not able to track the opt-in sales and other data because it's not your own website. This really gives you a really targeted ad to tell you how you're getting clicks at each of these sites, and you can modify your subject lines and your email content to improve that. So again, this is a pop-up, so you can just open and close that as you want. And again, just keep in mind right now, this is still in beta, and we're going to be making tweaks to it, improvements to it, and of course, every time we integrate a new site with TrafficZipper, it will be tracked as well. So currently there's 17 sites in there, so that means you're getting instantaneous tracking on 17 different programs every time you send your message out. So just another really, really cool perk of using TrafficZipper. So also, if for some reason you ever needed to get this code again, it's just right here. Click this button and you'll get the tracking code. You can just copy and paste it back into your pages, or if you're going to use the same conversion code on a different page or something along those lines, it's always readily accessible right here just by clicking that. And if you're not using if you don't need this one anymore or anything, you can also delete it. And you can make as many of these as you want, as many things as you need to track, real quick and easy. So that is how the tracking system works in TrafficZipper. If you have any questions at all, or any suggestions or anything along those lines, be sure to hit us up at the help desk. We'd love to make this the absolute best system for you. So be sure to share your ideas and your feedback. This is Mike. I wish you the best of luck with your campaigns, and we'll talk to you soon.